Already. All ready for... I was gonna say ready for Rumble, but then I realized that, like, I'm ready to Rumble, but, like, I don't think it's gonna be much of a Rumble. It's not gonna be much of a fist fight either. It's just one lady with a whip and a courtroom full of victims. But yeah, hey, back here again. Sorry, I'm a little late again. I wanted to organize my OBS into a little nicer looking session. So now I have a outlook, or like a design. Now I have my activity feed in a place where I'm not used to, and my chat is also like twice as large as earlier, so I can see a bit more messages overall. So that's. If any heresy enters the chat, I'll be faster to act on that. But anyways, I don't know how to phrase this properly, but I'm right now playing. For the time being, I'm going to be playing with one hand because the other one I'm, swinging a little toy for the cat because he does not want to give me any time. I've been hanging out with him for the last 30 minutes, and he just keeps on. He keeps on demanding more and more attention. So, he's not even playing properly anymore. He just, just threateningly next to my chords, and I'm like, I need to keep him occupied. I need to keep his attention away from the internet cord specifically because I don't want my connection to die again. I've been so busy hassling about with everything today that I haven't even gotten around to checking yesterday's VOD and see how that looks with all the connection problems. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling now. I'll get into the case at hand. Okay, I do need to get a little bit better. I'm right now in a very shrimpy position in the chair, and that's not good for my back posture or my voice. Okay, now that I'm like slowly moving the toy away from the cat, and he's just like, he keeps very adamantly grabbing onto it. Very lazy, but still like very determined still simultaneously. Where it's just like, no, don't take it away. No, don't take it away. So I guess I'll just be, I have my thumb on the A button and, well, actually, I don't think I need any more buttons. Well, maybe the RB, but, worst thing's gonna happen is I'm gonna, throw out an accusation that I don't mean to and I'll lose the case, but, it happens. December 29th, 9:43 p.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? He needs some milk. I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage. I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hi, my sweeties. What? Throws cars at you. You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Especially because the main thing pointing at you being guilty. Oh, the cat's gone. Main thing pointing at him being guilty is the fact that somebody flew to the crime scene and out of it. So yeah. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says, and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? I wanted to try flying into the courtroom. All these characters are constantly coming up with more and more ways to just make a wackier entrance to the courtroom. And at some point, I kind of hope that will happen. But also, Phoenix is already on such a harsh standings with the judge, and maybe it's best that we don't, Then again, the judge would love it. The judge would absolutely love it. Like, holy shit! If Francisca, came through the doors, on a fucking flying Pegasus, she would immediately win the case. If Wright did it, he would just be thrown out. This is a lot about our society. Anyways. I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Oh, man. Goddamn, Phoenix. December 29, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Wait. Why are we on the wrong side? Are we on the wrong... Wait, what? Yeah, and I'll get on with it. Wait, I didn't even see what he said. I was looking away. I was waiting for it to, like... For him to announce that... Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Jones.
So...
Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica?
Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name.
You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica.
I thought he's not married. Well, okay, you don't need to be married to have children, but like... I thought he had a hopeless love life. Huh. Well, he can still have a... Huh. Is there a game that talks about the judge's story? Like his background? Like just his whole... is there like extra material to have like a deep dive into the judge's, story and background? I'm getting a little interested.
Sounds more friendly.
I wonder if that is to our advantage.
Miss Wonkarma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you would win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. I mean, it doesn't... Even if you don't acknowledge it, it still means that, you lost the case. It did not count. Do you hear me? Ah, yeah, she wants to keep her perfect record. Wonder how many times has she done this before? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of Von Karma to lose at anything. Because being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. I'm still curious to why did they insist on having another Von Karma show up? And she's like, I get that they're building up like the stories in the background, and I'm guessing that people probably really liked Von Karma in the original, what was it called again? I don't know, DL6 stuff. So I guess that's why they were like, okay, let's bring his daughter into this. Especially because Edgeworth is... I don't even know if he comes back, to be honest. I actually have no idea. Like, the Phoenix versus Edgeworth is so, like, how would I say? It's so iconic to a series that I just didn't expect that there would be a situation where it wouldn't be the case, but I guess, Okay. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. It's not like it will bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now, let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. She's gonna accuse Phoenix of the murder because he was at the scene of the crime on the day of the crime.
Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Wonkarma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe. Get up there now. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I have been looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir.
Alright, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony.
Details of the events.
Night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place at the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail.
Well, something certainly got nailed.
The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck.
I see, he was beaten to death.
Here's the autopsy report for the victim.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Autopsy report added to the court record. Time of death 10:15 p.m. The cause blunt force trauma to the back of the head.
A blunt object,
I'm still thinking it's a pogo stick. They wouldn't bring that up for no reason.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Details of the events.
Night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines.
Oh yeah, sorry, I already read this. Oh boy, I am not at the top of my game right now, which is very bad for the topping purposes.
Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard out until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about an inch and a half was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record.
Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing at the night of the crime?
Okay, let's see. Something here about the snow, and I think... Okay, so 1.5 inches. That does check out. Mean that it's... Well, I don't know inches though. I don't speak in freedom units, so it's a little rough for me to. But I think this seems on track. So this would be like fresh snow here, and then there was a air conditioner, like a bit of snow on it. But that means that the victim must have died right after the blizzard ended.
All the circus performers were gathering in the big top to practice their routines. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Reggie the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant Maximilian Galactica and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch.
Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings.
Practice session broke up around 10 p.m. After practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately.
Oh, privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you?
Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. I'd like to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, no problem, pal. We got a witness that told us about the whole thing. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
The victim was found bent over the wooden box, dead as a doornail. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed.
Carrying the box, huh?
It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked.
Locked, you say?
Wooden box at the court record. Okay. Look at us hunch over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. I have a feeling that we might know who might have the key to it.
This may be the only chance, so I might as well ask some questions.
About the contents, actually.
Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than the Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle.
The fuck?
Bottle? What is that, detective?
Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle.
A condiment bottle?
What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Pepper, why in the world was it locked in that big box?
There's only one little ball in that huge box.
I wonder if it has some sort of special meaning. Small seasoning bottle added to the court record, found inside the wooden box the victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. Small seasoning bottle. Okay. What kind of pepper? It's just pepper? Black pepper? Red pepper? Green pepper? White pepper? It looks kind of white. I want to fucking talk, I guess. But like, you know, just saying.
The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is something the perpetrator ran off with.
I don't think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Whoa!
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now.
I guess that's all we were gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of him is a little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I would like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Lemon pepper's a thing? Actually, no, that makes sense.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down.
Oh, okay. So that's how you. Because I heard a lemon with fish, but I never knew that this is like a lemon pepper that you put with fish. Okay. Well, first of all, I don't eat fish. Second of all, I don't spice a lot of things. I know black pepper and I know red pepper and I think green pepper is also one, but that's my knowledge of peppers and white pepper actually. But I don't know what to use that for. I have a can of that, but it's expiring soon, and I haven't figured out a way to get any value out of it.
Miss Swankarma, call your next witness.
Okay, lemon slices as well. Those I think I have seen, but then again, I've never ordered fish. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. I've been to a restaurant. But I think I ordered steak. Okay, I have been to a couple restaurants. I've ordered steak and I've ordered burger. It's a very good burger. Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name is Triloquist. I'm an employee.
Wait, fuck. What kind of voice was I doing for Trilo? No, that is true. You have. I very much did like the story, and it was. I would argue is among some of the better Reddit stories, one of the more believable ones. That was pretty good. It was pretty good. Well, I don't know. There were things I would maybe. Then again, I don't. Americans are strange because you never know how much it's actually like. How much of that stuff is something that people do? Like, do people actually hire private investigators? Like, that sounds wild to me. Especially without, like, first asking. Like, oh, my husband goes out at night to, you know... My husband stays out late at night and, you know, doesn't really clarify. I think the healthiest thing to do is to, you know, just hire a private investigator who will take ominous pictures of them entering, you know... office supply stores. Like, I don't know. Oh, what the fuck was the voice? I think I was trying to go for a little bit of like a bratty bitch.
My full name is Triloquist. I'm employed as the operating tenor.
Excuse me? A witness to hold to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Word of the law, exciting and daring, killed our innocence. Decided by judge dress up like a woman. Well, what do you think?
The fuck? That was... how am I supposed to know what the fuck kind of a rhythm that even has? It had good rhythm. Well, I didn't know what kind of rhythm it has.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you would have the sense to fix it. So ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know what your nose is the reason you'll never... You know that You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is.
No, don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony out of it. Oh!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Oh shit! Huh. Interesting. I mean, okay, I guess there's... Okay. Interesting. I guess I always assume that, you know, like, private investigators are, like, kind of a big thing in fiction, but not really a thing in real life. I mean, of course they're real in... They're real. Are you fucking kidding me? That sounds fucking ridiculous. Oh, man. What you witnessed.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I am in clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and then went back to the plaza's entrance. And so I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He's the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene, you're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had his silk hair, cloak, and the down white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, Dress Boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime?
He's got points.
Wow, that sounds like an impressive what kind of I guess it would be like I said, impressive, you know, company to offer that many kind of things.
He's got a point.
What a shame. It was nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Why's that?
He is absolute proof.
Our silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Unless he, you know, like, wanted to blame it on Max?
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay. Guess she's the boss again today.
Joe has anti-stalker services. Interesting. Never heard of that. So I think I'm gonna take a screenshot of this to really drive in the point of what this stream is about.
Well, Spectre was the way I led the tent with the stooge. I mean, clown. The clown? You're talking about Mo. Of course I'm talking about the old fart. He's pathetic, I can't stand it. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. When his practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. Didn't have any choice, so Ben took it back to his room.
No, this is Gumshoe's voice. Fuck.
It gives being first place loser, that guy's the head of the pack.
No, that's not good either. Fuck, what was his voice again? Wow. That honestly, that is quite a good advertisement.
What happened? Then what happened?
One's got the lodging house, a ditching that went back to the plaza's entrance. Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It's awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. I'm thinking in your nice warm lodging house be having a better idea.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix, right? I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
But I'm a good funker, and this is my teachers always said I was. As was old Max heading towards the scene of the crime. Are you sure it was really Max Galactico?
Okay, that started to sound an awful lot like. I mean, is it really just like a private man? That's like all possible services that one would maybe need for their own. Huh.
It's really impressive.
Really impressive.
Sure it was really Max Galactica. Of course, I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your hairs. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions.
He's the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense. That makes Max one suspicious character.
There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something that miss in this?
There is no proof that it was Max, like somebody could have been wearing his thing. Slam table.
Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica.
Hey, you still getting, do you?
I saw what I saw. I saw Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you.
I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright.
Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy. And the police showed up and took the magic boy away.
I mean, it's interesting because that's like the company provides like a like they provide all the services you need throughout the like if you experience any level of a security risks of any kind, like they'll help with prevention, they'll help with figuring out, and then they help with possible legal legal reparations and like that. So that's really clever because then you don't need to they provide all the services. So the customer only needs one place to pay to hire, which is super efficient.
And what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose I would have been around. Hey, what time was it?
Punch.
Oh, I think it was around, I would say, a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe we just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is...
What the hell is a gray man concept?
Hey, shut up, you big-nosed dope. Why are you telling him anything extra? What get you believe that we were just standing outside in the weather? Well, maybe you weren't waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Objection!
And Mr. Phoenix, right? We can all do without your offhanded theories.
Objection!
But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something.
Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
Fuck. Probably not Max, because they were not on good terms. Ben was already there. Gumshoe, most likely not. Tactical community theory. Not familiar with that to any degree. Probably not Francisca either. Who knows? Regina, very likely. Russell, possible. I guess Mo would have already retired into his that's probably not Maya. I'm gonna say Regina. I think that's wrong.
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
Ah!
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken?
Yeah. Okay, that sounds about what I assumed. I just wasn't sure from which direction is that looking into, but like, okay, so it's for the person who gets the training to be able to blend in and not attract attention.
Is this true?
Oh, well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? Wasn't part of his what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Seems at this stage I have no reason to doubt his witness testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony.
Trilla wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive from incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bigger love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah. I think so. I don't know anymore.
It's getting really fucking confusing. Okay, so there was the one that gives me the, yeah, this one.
You sure it was with the Max Galactica?
Yeah, 3 set pieces. Yeah, yep. Look how I close. Oh, yeah, this is the one. That's really interesting, though.
That makes quite a bit of sense.
Okay, so only so there is a problem. I already tried that there's no proof, even though like literally it could be anybody wearing the costume. Unless Max.
Must be strange, don't you think?
Well, it's strange.
I only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? What else are you supposed this witness could have seen?
I mean, I guess the fucking victim. Huh. Damn, that's really dedicated for that, huh?
As the victim.
That's correct. If Triller was at the entrance to the plaza, you should have seen the ringmaster as well.
Ah. Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before as a witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with the sense could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and the Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
Ah,
I see.
alright.
I mean, I guess it depends a lot on the... I guess it depends a lot on the person's attitude. So... maybe that kind of training helps people with, you know, to be more leaning towards preparedness rather than anxiety. Like, I guess somebody that wants to go through how to learn to, you know, like, be ready for everything probably might be, well, how would I say, slightly paranoid, possibly. So, you know, maybe it helps them to, you know, be like, oh, now in case something happens, you know, I know what to do. But then again, that is kind of starting to go towards the direction of a of like doomsday preppers, where it's like, in case the world ends, I know what to do, so I should constantly be ready, and that's not healthy. I mean, it's fine to have rations in case something, you know, does happen and you need like food or water on a short notice. But it's a different thing when you start stocking up on ammo, toilet paper, and just overall what all those people actually do with the bunkers and such. So, you know, only moderation, and many people are really bad with moderation.
There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Objection!
What did you just say? Since the witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
I missed one line.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene.
Ow! There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Pain.
Some volunteer things.
Congrats on reaching the end of the rabbit hole.
Mr. Quest, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think humans have a monopoly on marriage?
That matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
Not a judge, I mean, look at your heart laughing.
More pain.
Thanks, you bumbling. My perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting that to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
About the proposal.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. Even I had something to give to her. I gave it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
Ooh. That's a lie.
We're going to propose you a puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her.
No! Stop proposing to a 16-year-old! What is wrong with you people? The fuck? Okay.
Exactly. He's honest looking a little less than honorable right now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
What was that sigh at the end? About the proposal. Okay. So I know kind of where I'm going.
I'm surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina. I guess that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I was going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it, that's the truth.
Well, I mean,
I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her.
oh, wait. I'm supposed to... Wah.
What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? Yeah, exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question, what was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
Engagement?
Ring?
Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
And Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this end right here.
Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time.
Pain equals bad. Push on anyway! You know, damn, there's a lot of rabbit holes. Hey, it's a good thing you don't get stuck in a single one. I guess, maybe, I don't know. Sounds a little worrisome.
Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that puppet has ever proposed to a human.
Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I would like to stick to facts, not sociology.
I mean, you know, that's fair. Go through them at a time, and yeah. But the important thing is to not get stuck on one. Like, that's always... regardless of how much it's gonna cost to, you know, fix the land, it's still good to be able to move forward. And yeah, we're not going to sociology apparently though.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I'm fine on giving an engagement ring to Regina. An engagement ring? It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina is going to love it. It's just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick?
Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. Get in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose, and give it to her. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off?
I'm sorry, really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
And you're still punching Ben.
Really? Because I was had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for me. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her. That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost.
Phrasing.
But the uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Also phrasing.
Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly talk about me, Max.
No, wait, that's Max. Shit. I don't know why I... How about this snob? He couldn't possibly talk about me. Maximilian Galactica. When I get the hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half and then not with magic. Yeah, I don't like this conversation anymore. I didn't like it from the get-go. I'm liking it way less now.
Well, they always say that love creates rivalries.
So what about this present?
In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her. I still got it in my pocket.
Oh, please keep it in your pocket.
So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up on that.
Wow, you guys are really paid peanuts in a piece of fucking glass. It's, you know, a 3 months of salary. I mean, it has an engraving on it. I wonder how much he received for appearing in the circus.
Probably way more than he deserves.
How about it, Nick?
I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck.
The judge has this dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more.
Maybe the judge should touch some grass. This feels so fucking weird that they have this line that is like this is such an obvious lie that I'm shocked by how clear this game is making it.
Trillo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What are you talking about? Uh-oh, looks like they're going to double team me now.
Well, he gonna get the girl. So I guess Phoenix will do. I don't want to think of that. I don't want to think of that. Forward.
Do you recognize this ring?
Yeah, that's mine. Give it back. Thief.
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then? Do I have it right here?
Ah!
What is going on here?
I don't fucking know. This is so fucking unhinged. What the fuck?
That's. Ben, say something.
Don't put me on the spot like that, Rilo.
I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put money like a bank vault?
That would make a lot more sense. Unfortunately, no.
That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quiz, would you prefer if you I would prefer if you avoid slandering innocent fears in my court.
Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word.
Oh, I see. Well done.
Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up.
Shiny things?
Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you? I suppose it was that time, you know? That night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details, I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess might, be able to say that. Ring Wright have, well, it could have been taken around that time.
Yo! Yo! Wow.
Man, what's with you? Oh, whatever. He's nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing now, not I, Mr. Trilo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring that's snatching monkey money.
The fact that money's on the goddamn, court record really makes me really scared for us to where that's going.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, lovely fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame.
Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't access enough. I mean, that's true as well, but Ben's testimony has a flaw.
There's a huge contradiction in this witness' testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time.
You know, just because I like to pinpoint these small little details, Franziska has this way of continuously, and I mean all the time, using language that's really, like a to really downplay everything and everyone, like little theory and like a foolish fool and that kind of continuously on the fucking offense. Way more than his dad. Her dad, sorry. Fuck. I was thinking of Mon Karma and sorry. Yeah. Her dad. Damn.
That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Do you have any proof that something slipped past this ventriloquist?
Objection!
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, the friend's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
Ah, dare you. I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
I told you so many times. You think you'd know that my story is not changing. You already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure I will change some more. Where there's no one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah!
Witnessing Max. Boy, this keeps on. I actually have a feeling this is gonna be a rather short court case, and I'm scared for the next. I'm scared to spend the next 4 hours investigating again. The same fucking crime scene. Good God.
I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max at the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian dialectic at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those three ridiculous symbols.
So that means the money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. The money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him.
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Now let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived at the scene of the crime 5 minutes in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Let's see, Max. Cross-examination.
I'll give that was waiting that night for Reggie. So you were the only concerned with waiting for Reggie that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I got 4, you know, 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me?
4 eyes and an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose.
Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo.
God, fucking...
But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night.
Oh, wait. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I do want to press that. I want to press that.
So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. I guess that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance of the tent the entire time. Guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Reggie.
No, but that doesn't make sense. He was supposed to be at the... Oh, well, actually, fuck. Well, I guess we'll see where this goes.
He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. Well, what time would you say this event took place? Yeah, one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that the practice finished probably at 10 PM. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after the practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it is when I saw him. Just at 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it?
Reindeer, what time was it?
What time was it? Let me think about that for a second.
Yow! I'm not good at math. Sorry. It was 10:10 p.m.
Oh yes, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even notice my presence. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I would say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You'd say good evening at night. I'm sorry, Trilo.
Mr. Quiz, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible. I perform my lives and previous performances. You should know that. You should know better. There's got to be something wrong with this bit of testimony.
Ben's half of the comedy act. Trilo's evening greeting, I guess. He said that he would say good night. Why would he say, like...
Is that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes to me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike to you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? When Von Karma says good morning to, Phoenix, that's when I will give that statement any level of, substance.
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow, that hurts.
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There's no reason that Trilo would have ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I could give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony.
Absolutely sure it was him. I saw Max and Gag that scene.
I mean, okay, she is from Germany, and Phoenix has never been to Germany, to my knowledge at least. And now I personally have never been to a German court, so like, maybe that is a normal thing around there. You know? Maybe that's just how they, maybe. Now, at the risk of sounding slightly offensive, maybe a German courtroom is just one, big, like a whip fight.
You're 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already, jeez, I am 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right?
It's not gonna be next time we're wearing those three ridiculous symbols. Those three ridiculous symbols, huh? Yeah, curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you could ask again, I'll answer with cars. Everyone together now.
Socrat.
Cloak! White roses!
Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting at the... it's fun shouting out with everyone else. Has to be a hole in this testimony somewhere.
I agree, but do we have proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? We gotta have something that will prove useful.
Alright, time to go to work.
Well, I kind of know one thing here. I need to remember which one was the Yeah, I think this is the one. Dun 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 dun.
Objection!
There we go.
Jello, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most. Disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clunked over the head.
It depends where you are and what you're disagreeing about. Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they could have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness instead. There's no way a puppet this lewd
Okay, honestly, yeah, you got that right.
would just up and say good evening to his rival.
Quah! Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
Okay, It's a different person. Somebody that they would say hi to.
It might be believed that the witness didn't indeed see someone that night. Just someone else. That who said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person that the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means that there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever he was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it.
Ah. What in the world, you?
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trilo saw that evening then?
Fuck. How am I supposed to know this? Because part of me thinks that he did see the silk hat. But right now we're like... Alright, who would... I think Russell is the only person Trailer would be to some degree respectful with. Because he seems to loathe Mo as well. And everybody else in existence. But, you know... Russell is seemingly regarded as relatively liked.
Considering the ill temper of his witness, there's only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so
Okay.
No, Your Honor. It's not Regina. It was Regina who would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh yeah, I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry.
Right.
The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct?
No.
Answer the question, Mr. Quest.
Wah! Ah! Order, order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
What the fuck?
I think it's high time that we clear out the air about this question.
The circus is... It's full of clowns and weirdos and creeps. So yeah, I'm having a great time. Weirdly enough, Phoenix is thus far only been one of the clowns.
Mr. Quest obviously was the single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactico? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's three symbols.
Three symbols? Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you've got to remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone all together now.
Ow! Yes, we know. It's a silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
Objection!
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They would even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness.
Sorry, I just realized that she was like, well, you think that they would look good on you? The fuck are you thinking?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's three symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? Could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Wonkarma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one.
That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in this plaza that night. I mean, branding is important. It is said to be the most important thing about, you know, advertising or something like that. Well, yeah. Making people remember you. But to be honest, Max had the least creative, you know, approach to this all, and yeah. I applaud you on your effort, but
What?
who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Oh boy.
Huh?
Whip. Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that certainly establishes one thing. That there is no other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Boy. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
Alright, that was about an hour long. To be continued. I think I can do the second part. And honestly, the trial part, not only am I actually enjoying a lot more in this game, but overall, they're not that long. The almost 4 hours of investigation was fucking insane yesterday. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Sweetie, you have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room.
And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right?
Yeah, exactly, he told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seemed like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means...
I'll investigate as fast as I possibly can, but I also want to be throughout. So I guess I need to be more efficient. So, yeah.
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max.
Fabulous. That's a fabulous possibility.
Hehe. Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go?
Double
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Oh, well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? Porku and Los Dos. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. Hey, I mean, entertainers apparently have a really good standing on the presidential polls in America.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper.
December 29th, 12:06 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2.
Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did she just call him a pitiful clown?
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. It was... Wait, fuck. I read something of that, but not enough. Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. Wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah. Maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirts, no shoes, no service. Oh, ha, 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 ha.
What? I think that's better than whatever Mo just said. I didn't get the connection here.
Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Mr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? A couple of clowns.
Fuck! I wish I wasn't so fast because I would love to know what the fuck that says. Your name?
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct?
Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please specify what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this place. Without the humor, please. Okay. Oh, poor Max can't be his normal stoochy self in court.
Truly a shame. What you witnessed?
I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I've been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get is all this vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. I keep trying, and I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. Well, this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing?
What the fuck?
Are we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here?
Oh, witness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you. I'll go away.
Poor Gumshoe.
Yep. Yeah. Honestly, Gumshoe might even like the humor. Maybe. I don't know.
Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll go for as long as you want.
Oh, fuck. It's just like me for real. Fucking joke. What you witness?
Now the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. I have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I would go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clung the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. And this eyewitness account is to be believed. I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he's some sort of he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. Oh, I must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in this testimony.
I know that.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor.
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling.
I understand, Your Honor.
If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not even the one with the corny jokes.
Okay, got it. The game is now starting to punish me for, asking dumb questions.
The murder after the practice was over went straight back to my room.
I do think this is quite important.
You say that practice wrapped around 10 p.m., correct?
See, that's the thing.
Huh?
How else am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock, that's something a clown could riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That was a great joke.
Let's not.
Let's not make 10 p.m., alright, Mo?
What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around.
Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke.
There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witnesses proceed with the factual testimony?
You're so boring. I'm just trying to wrap my head around. Well, actually, I've... Okay. I won't question that.
I had to...
Okay. No, wait, I haven't.
You were pooped that night?
Yep, I was very, very tired. Not too much, I have some bad mixing. Okay.
What?
Which is double. Being enchilada is a dangerous menu item.
Now, I was wondering, is there follow up to that joke still, or is that it? Because, okay. I think I get it.
It happens. The one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really loved it.
Oh, I'm gonna get penalized for this, aren't I?
That joke was so hip. I don't want to ruin it with a reply.
I got a good reply though. That joke was so funny, which just earned you a penalty.
Fuck! I didn't think. No, I actually got it. I actually got it. Okay, this seems like a proper response. Excited. I actually need to pay attention to what I can't just press everything.
Just happened to glance out the window.
You could say that. You could say that. So I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeball.
Mr. Quarles.
Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue.
I'm gonna let it rest.
Very well, Mo. How about we get back to your testimony now?
It's definitely one of your most straightforward cross-examinations, Mr. Wright.
Of course. You threaten me with a penalty if I don't keep this stooge in check.
Oh my god.
As well as our two silhouettes, they were a bit far away to get them.
I don't know where this one's gonna go, but I think I need to press this. Unless... I think the two silhouettes is gonna be the big thing here.
Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly how far away were they?
Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about big, I would say they were about 30 feet from my window.
This is 30 feet? That is not far at all.
It was nowhere that night, and I cut down my visibility. Marshall, please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw.
Shadows? That's interesting. Is there supposedly a light there?
It was rumors then he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak.
You say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away?
That's right, I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. Things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. Now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Let's think about it. How could it be wrong if Max is always wearing his Abadi symbols?
Abadi symbols?
Lawyers nowadays. You even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright. Everyone knows what to do. Alright. All together now. Save with Uncle Mo.
Nobody.
See what I mean? I'm always like this. It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown.
Yeah, foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw, and only what he saw? I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clung the ringmaster over the hood.
You say you saw the ringmaster get clunked over the head?
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
Please don't start talking about climaxes.
He really does enjoy the complete random non-sequitur. Why would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean a weapon? I have no idea. A weapon that wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, I suppose I did. Well, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon, huh?
Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Whoa! That is most of my bar gone.
Is this a bit melodramatic?
So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Yeah, I think the weapon is a kind of a big thing here.
Of course I have grounds to make this claim.
Then let's hear it.
That's something I can't share with you at this time.
What did you just say, Mr. Wright?
There's just something wrong with this testimony. But I can't put why I feel this way into words for the judge.
Maybe we should get a bit more information. Once we have something more solid, we can give it another shot.
Yeah, you're right.
Mr. White, before we resume testimony, you know what you must be penalized.
Wow. Yikes, that's harsh.
You know, most testimony and what he told us yesterday are kind of different. Yeah, I know, we just got to by what's changed. You can do it, Nick.
Fuck. I don't remember what he said yesterday. Oh my god. I'm gonna take a gamble and assume that that's the end of the joke. I guess I haven't heard that one before, but it was a nice twist at the end. I'm so fucked. Like, and that one, I did not expect that's where that was going. I really did not expect that's where that was going. I just straight up, I think I just straight up lost this case here. Like that one, like the fact that it's played off like it's the right thing to do really fucked me over. No, you don't need to. I like to believe that I'm able to, piece together as to when a joke ends. Just from the, because that's a punchline. Okay, fuck, what did he say? What did he say the earlier day? I don't remember at all. I actually don't remember one bit. Because if I... God. This game just completely threw me into a fucking loop here. Like, I didn't expect that Phoenix... I thought Phoenix had something. I honestly thought Phoenix had fucking anything. All of a sudden, it's like, no, you're just fucked. Like, what the fuck? Well, this kind of puts me in a position where... I don't know what's so different. I cannot press this one either. I can't because I know that if I do, I'm gonna get penalized. I'm gonna lose the case. Then again, I'm at the point where I don't think it matters much. I might as well give it a shot, and I just need to replay a little bit of this. Jesus fucking Christ! Do I have anything here? Oh my god. Okay, so not that thing. Maybe we'll just get whipped, honestly. I have nothing. I have nothing to lose at this point, and I don't know what's going on here. Correct. Does this end the, This probably ends the fucking trial. But we'll try it.
I want to hear the joke. A man goes to his hand. to his doctor, and the doctor asks, "How is number one?" The man says, every day at 6. Doctor says,
Okay, that was a long. Wait, these are exactly the type of jokes you should say for that detective. Ow! You knew that would happen. Don't look at me like that.
Mr. Wright, you're hereby penalized. This will not become kangaroo court.
All right, this confirms it. I need to find. There is something in the evidence I need to find. Ring was over his head. Fuck, I don't remember. He said something from yesterday. It was 3.5 hours of talking. Out the window. Like is it with the time? But I don't think it was with the time. Did he go somewhere else? Did he say he went somewhere else? I don't think he did. I think he generally did say that he went. Crime scene. That punchline I saw coming a mile away. Badly is very, you know, case appropriate, or I guess game appropriate. So not this. I'm not saying that. There's nothing wrong with obvious punchlines. I mean, I'm not funny one bit, so I'm not one to complain. And that's funny. Could also be the fact that I mostly have heard that joke before, so I kind of saw where he was going. It's a good joke. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. I'm completely stuck and I'm about to fail this. All that work yesterday reduced to fucking nothing. Window. If I press it, it's gonna penalize me. I'm gonna lose it here, but like I have nothing. There's literally nothing to work with here. But I don't know which one is gonna be a fucking joke response and which one isn't. So I have a feeling that this is the wrong way, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Exactly, why did you look out of your window that night?
Aye, why? Also, they have reason to look out the windows, do they?
Oh fuck, this was literally it.
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday.
As I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise.
Oh fuck.
I was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot?
Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not simply glance out of this window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Oh yeah.
So that's not something you just forget to mention?
Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Oh, the Archless jokes on Reddit absolutely loved confessional, confessional themed bits. Back when they were still appearing on my feed. I don't actually know what happened to the subreddit. So I'm curious to know if this one is something I've known. Not necessarily. I don't remember Little Joey, but I might have heard a version of this. Well, okay, I am a dirty Redditor, that I admit. But this one might actually be something I have not seen. Because they were very... Which one was that again? The one about the thunderstorm... what was it? Something about the man ending up having sex with literally anybody that's near them during thunderstorms. It's been a while, but like I saw the same joke like 4 times in a span of 6 months. Like that subreddit was just recycling itself.
We should start turning the tables in our favor.
I heard huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside.
What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say. Mr. Carlos, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. Oh, how do you know that I was gonna make a joke? I guess the sound sounded like, I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone kinda hurt? Huh?
Well then, you went to look out the window and you saw...
So it's...
Okay, I think the thing here is that it wanted me to first get that information and then press this one.
Is that you saw the ringmaster get clunked over the head?
Yes, I did. That's the climax of my story.
He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur.
Oh,
What would you say the victim was struck with?
you mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You just say you see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo. Also, I should make a backup save here so that I don't need to... I realize this has still been going on for 30 minutes, and I most likely am about to fail this. I'd rather not skip through the entire, or like, even if I'm stuck at 1 try, it should replenish after the court.
Did you or did you not see the crime of murder commit that?
Objection!
I will not permit you to house my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown, because if you don't, waiting for you at nice penalty.
Isn't this a bit melodramatic?
So why would it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
Of course I do.
I've got great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us that great reason? Of course I will. Reason is the witness' very own testimony.
Where's the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, he wanted me to do this. Fuck, man.
Most of the day, he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did say that.
Our Moses stated that following under oath.
I kept watching them and all of a sudden Max slunked the ringmaster over the head.
If Moses believed, then says he looked out of the window upon hearing a sound. There's no way that he could have seen Max clunk anyway.
1972, a clown. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? He didn't commit. These clowns probably escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court?
Wait! The fucking No fucking oh my god. They made a parody of the goddamn A-Team, but instead with clowns. Just for this one fucking oh my god. Jesus Christ, the writers really went up and beyond for this shit.
Well, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick!
Except his witness always seem to have a selective memory. Just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup, find the truth.
Well, oh, you're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
One karma. Tampering with witness again.
So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clunk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
That was your longtime friend! Holy shit!
Mr. Curls. Your Honor.
Okay, I've heard the punchline before, but I think it was with a different line of names, and I think a little bit of a different. Okay, yeah, but that is a very good one. That's a very good one.
No witness to actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over the head and I saw someone a silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
I mean, it's a good joke. But I'm pretty sure I've heard a variation of that. So for me, this was more of an aha rather than a haha, because I was like, oh yeah, I know this one actually. So sorry, I'm a terrible audience. Can't be on. I can't be on either side of the entertaining sides.
Got it.
Let's see what. Well,
It's a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black coat, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His coat was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this sounds finally be good enough, yes?
It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at this crime scene that night?
He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that.
Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
Ah. Well, that certainly is a new one for me. Actually, it wasn't that long since I learned what carry on means. As in the, you know, the animal meat. The rotting animal meat.
But the shadow could only have belonged to Max.
Okay, the question is, am I gonna get penalized again? For all I know, yes. So I might as well save here so I can immediately get back to the questioning here. Because otherwise I need to go through that whole dialogue again.
Only belonged to me?
Oh yeah, bad. So let me just... I don't know if he's gonna be making jokes about this. No, actually I learned that from a Darkest Dungeon 2.
Do you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being?
Because I've heard of Carrion Eater, but I wasn't particularly familiar with but with Wilds it finally clicked as to like what those are. But Carrion was something that okay, like a how would I say this? Like I knew of the term Carrion Eater. But then I was like, I don't know what carrion exactly is. Then in Darkest Dungeon 2, there are the carrions. The walking, living... Well, living is a strong term. Or no, they're carrion eaters, actually. They're literal carrion eaters. Yeah, no, actually, yeah. No, now I got it. Sorry, I'm a fucking mess. Anyways, so there were carrion eaters in Darkest Dungeon 2, and I was like, okay, this sounds about right. And then it was furthermore, you know, proven by the Kuma tree's existence in Wilds. That's where I was like, oh, this is an actual real thing in the wild, in the world. Like, carrion eaters are a real thing in the world. That's how I figured it out. I was like, oh, carrion eaters, like, okay, they just eat. These things are, they're called carrion eaters and they eat, you know, dead things. But then I guess I haven't quite made the connection that that's what they're called in the real world as well. Anyways, yeah, that made no fucking sense, and I'm gonna just get back to my case before I make a more of a fool out of myself.
I think you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being. That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think?
Why are you getting at?
I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max?
Oh, I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something so serious as this. That's the way I saw it was Max, I'm convinced of that.
It doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night?
No doubt about it, especially with all his uppity symbols.
Yeah, that's a little more straightforward, but I can appreciate that.
They're also the same thing. But if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbol and worn them?
I thought that myself. But just looking at the shape of the flag I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that?
Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap.
He's so correct, he's the black coat, they were all there.
You're sure that this is what you saw that night?
Actually, the what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk.
Don't birds have terrible night vision?
That's not all I saw. Special silhouette, but there was no doubt that it was him.
You were able to see that kind of detail from your window?
And there was a light near the scene of the crime. You know, with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Oh, thank God I was not called as a witness.
Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like?
I can see how like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye.
I recall say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20.
That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly.
The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding?
That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. Must have been something incredibly hard.
I bet they haven't found the murder weapons.
I'm sorry. Something incredibly loud, something incredibly hard. There is a wooden box at the scene of the fucking crime. Have they checked that one yet?
The claim was a blunt object, at least it says so in the autopsy report. Joel's testimony and now Mo's. Well, it seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you gotta find the contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I had to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I've gotta do it.
Okay. There's one thing I can present here. You know, sorry for constantly saving, but it's just that I'm saving a lot of time for myself. Because I don't know how long this is still gonna take. Does not mention the hat. It does not mention the feather. I have a terrible feeling this is wrong, but this is my best bet.
Objection!
Your Honor?
Ah, fuck. No. That's incorrect, isn't it? Yep. Okay, it's not the feather part. Never mind. What do I have that could... I just don't know what I'm doing. And once again, he's throwing things at me where it's like, oh yeah, you know, like I'm onto something, but apparently isn't what the game wants from me. Well, actually, wait. Black cloak, they were all there. What the fuck? The black cloak. Wait, actually, black cloak. It's supposed to be purple. Yeah, it's supposed to be purple.
Objection!
That's what it is.
So you saw all of Max's uppity symbols.
I suppose so, the silk hat and the cloak, right?
Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactic has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols?
Yeah, everyone get ready, all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Wait, white roses? I keep forgetting about the white roses. Holy fuck.
What the?
Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
I like pi, I like pi. 3.1 point.
Holy shit. That was so many digits of pi. Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Okay, that was good as well.
Order, order.
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you?
To be honest, there weren't any roses in the person I saw.
Since the crime scene was dark, it's obvious it was too dark to see the kind of detail.
Objection!
But the witness said that he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Since the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim.
If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case?
Clearly not, he was just toying with his court.
I got her on the ropes now. The seemingly insignificant facts I never failed to lead me on to the true facts. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall this Trilo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those three ridiculous symbols. I can't mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high. I can't mistake someone wearing such a snowy three-piece get-up. Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all three marks of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses in the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction.
Now, what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this?
The judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactico. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now.
Slam table. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but just cast doubt on the prosecution's case.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Not mature?
I mean, the guy's got a kid. And at least had a wife. You know, name me a dog, Labracadabrador. It's still a lot more understandable than some names that people give to real people. Which is really sad.
I come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling.
Nick, this is your last chance. Not necessarily. I just wanted to throw that out there because I've been thinking about that a lot, and like some people really start their lives with a fucking tragedy. That is their name. Like, good God. So like part 2.
There's no doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm actually quite sure of that. Especially the zoo cat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. It was wearing the entire time he was on the scene.
Okay, decorations. I think I know where I'm going.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
It's one chance.
I will not allow even the slightest hint of battery against the witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusation.
I only got a single shot at this. Got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need.
Why are the stakes so high all the time?
Well, in my mind, there's no white rose that night. Oh, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. So the still can. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. But the entire time that he was on the scene.
This is the thing. This is what I want you to focus on.
Mo, be honest. Go!
You promised to finish right? No more battering? I hope you enjoy this. What do you mean?
Order Swirl. There's a case against the defendant. Jamal Jones.
Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit! It just fucking threw. Are you for fucking real? It didn't even. It didn't even give me a fucking chance. Seriously. That was the what? Like, oh my god. Wait, where did I save this again? Wait, fuck, I forgot where I was doing here. Did I already get the extra thing? Oh, yeah, now I remember. Yeah. This thing. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, now I'm back on track. But that's insane. That's insane. I specifically wanted to know about the fucking hats. Because it keeps showing the fucking...
Objection! Objection! Objection!
That's insane. Are you fucking kidding me with this? Oh yeah, okay. There's actually a skip button. That's convenient. Okay. Let's go on with the one shot. It gives me one fucking shot. And I try the one that has the most leeway as to what I can ask. And that's wrong? Okay, I know what he wants. I know what he wants. It doesn't want me to ask anything. He doesn't want me to press a single thing. He wants me to show that, like... It wants it to just be like... Never mind. It does not want that either. I don't know what he wants. Son of a bitch. Okay, we'll try this one. Nope, it's instantly just like shuts you down. All the other symbols. No, it doesn't. It doesn't want me to press anything. Unless. Wait, did I try the last one already? On the scene. No, they also get. Yeah, okay. So I literally am not allowed to, like. I need to show evidence. Got it. Battering the witness apparently means, you know, just like pressing the fact. Okay. It's not the hat either. What the fuck is this? This is fucking ridiculous. All the other symbols. So the hat and the cloak. Also, I apparently was completely wrong about the cloak. Yeah, it was the fucking roses. I had no fucking idea. Though, what if it is the hat?
Objection!
It's the hat here. Great. Good. Oh, okay, now that makes sense. Actually, that makes sense because it was found at the scene of the crime. So he would have. Yeah, okay. Okay, now that fair enough, fair enough. But holy fuck. Okay.
This is what happened to be the silk that you saw at the night. Would it?
Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind?
Yeah, exactly how one would mistake a thing like that.
I see.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss Karma. Where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must he always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene, that means?
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
Oh, that's not true.
You're right. Apparently too much salt kills. So, you know.
Order, 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 Mr. Curls. Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Alright, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right is here your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you are sitting out, no matter how old I get, I always get younger than you. Whoa!
Wow. Speaking of salt.
And I'll just try this outburst, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him, I swear I saw him. It was Max. If he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing this dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He started a brave little kid.
It's pitiful, isn't it?
You'd love to see him wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene?
What's the matter, Nick?
It's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo?
What I want?
You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? He went. Came and went. What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright dispatching the witness, Your Honor.
Objection!
His witness testimony is so full of holes, Miss Karma's protest is useless. Gah.
You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little little baby. Sorry, some kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? He answers all of these. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you to say. Sure that's how it happened?
Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter this story as to how the criminal left the scene?
Yes, please. The picture of the crime scene.
Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints? Footprints?
In this photo, you can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. It's fucking silly. So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene?
Here.
Your Honor, his witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I moved to strike on all of this witness testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today.
I didn't hurt. I'm sick of the tired listening to you and— Whoa!
Guess he's been whipped enough times in his life that he's immune to it.
I'll give you a real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you provided up until now has been false? Has it been false? I haven't lied. It's just what? Just what? I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Karma and her wit told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Ooh, someone's in trouble.
Order, order, I will have order. Francisca Wonkarma, how could you? Did you learn nothing from your father? No way. Did you learn everything from your father?
The murderer? Liar? Cheater?
Yana, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is there?
It's not funny.
That's enough of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Miss Curls.
Oh, not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic dribble.
Witness testimony. Le truth. Okay, time to wrap this up.
Now it's time for the next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He was wearing his white robes, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's what I saw.
Fucking ridiculous.
Here's the truth now, get ready for it. He flew, he jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared in the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactic is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why don't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story?
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness testimony, Mr. Wright?
It's all a dream, right? Eyes for playing tricks. I should not say this. I absolutely should not say this, but this, out of all these options, he's telling the truth is like the only fucking thing here that to any degree tracks. Because of the fucking footprints. I'm shooting myself in the foot here, but like...
I just said it was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up.
Which means that he's telling the truth?
That's what I think.
Nick, wait! That means Max actually used magic.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Ow.
Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist.
I suppose I will let you in on my thinking regarding this matter. The colonel disappeared into the sky. I would love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile.
If you disregard the need for proof, Miss Wonkarma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries.
Gah.
I believe that's enough for today. The court is adjourned.
And 29, 2:33 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 5.
Hey, sweeties. What in the world is going on?
That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew up in the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you?
I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulous and stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks like so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule. A cardinal rule. The only rule.
I'm sorry, Max. You made you break the magician's creed to never reveal their secret, their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
I don't know.
All we can do is hope we find the flying criminal in the court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
Well, I mean, this actually does make it kind of easy to pinpoint as to like who's the actual killer. Yeah, I would like to save my game again. Yeah, I don't think I'm starting investigations now. Is there anything cool on Wilds right now? Yeah, just spend the next 5 years, under a waterfall. That seems about right. But yeah, I don't think I don't think I want to do another 4 hours of investigation right now. December 29th, 3:03 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices. Ooh, I could go try that. I'll give that a couple goes, see how it works out. Cause I really. Honestly, last couple days I've been feeling a little shaky on the voice part, and I'm getting a little worried. Which kind of leads me to a conclusion that maybe I need to avoid having a 7-hour-long stream over the upcoming weekend. Or for the foreseeable future. Maybe someday, but maybe that was a bit of a stretch. I do need voice training. That is absolutely true. But yeah, honestly, I'll check what's on Wilds. And I'll be back in just a moment. The sooner I get this recording going, then the sooner I'll be live again. But yeah, I'll have like a quick half an hour stream of Wilds. That'll do. So, be back in about a moment.